What you doing? Besides working, which you're probably working, but that's okay. I said, what are you doing, Rob? Answer me, damn it. God. How the hell can you put a freaking ad in the middle of this damn... Oh my god.
Perfecting your
Are you serious right now?
swing is hard.
Nice shot, man.
I didn't say anything about putting an ad.
But replacing your windshield doesn't have to.
Yeah, but I'm not making like any money on this. My name is worth
Use
nothing.
discount and pay later with flexible payment options only at SafeLife.com.
Oh my god. I'm done with ads. Done with them. The hell? Ugh. Okay, let's play this one. That's not Vaporwave. It's not freaking Vaporwave. How about this one? There we go. Oh, is that how you do it? Okay. I hear. I need some. He's not here. He is not here. Don't ask. Long story. Don't ask. That's all I have to say. If he wants to rant about it, he can rant about it tomorrow. Hey, Linda. How's Linda Land today? How's the baby? Eats oatmeal and plays toys and rolls over. That's good. He's getting to be a big boy. And you know what, Linda? No matter what you say, you love every minute of it. You wouldn't want to hear him rant. I feel like it hasn't been 6 months. It's like 10 weeks or something. How could it be 6 months already? When did that happen? A week last Wednesday. Was it February 7th? Jeez. God, where did the frickin' year go? He has a little light up drum toy. many you wanted to handle at one time, Rob? Jeez. One every quarter. Wow. Yeah, pretty much. It's, not so much mood. Just something I get into every once in a while. It's not even the usual vaporwave that I'm used to listening to. Emotional support, but with swearing. I don't know. Are you giving the emotional support, or will I be giving it to you? Oh, that's true. That's true. But just think, if you moved to the U.S., you would actually have them. What do you think about that? Alright, let's see what else we got here. I'm getting tired of this damn song. Yeah, it was a while ago, Linda. Oh man, I just found my perfect painting. The thumbnail. That's like the perfect painting. Oh well. Let's see what this one is.
I'm a lifelong Republican. You don't
Move
know
me now,
how
he
important
says.
Medicaid is
Oh,
until
just
a
now?
member of your fam-
I'll look. Let me look. There it is. Look at him. Look at him. He's a cutie. Look at him. I love the little coat. Look at him. Look at him being all cute. It was a dark and stormy night. I can show it. Here, Rob, look. Look at him. Would you support my campaign to be the new leader of New Jersey? Look at him being cute. Oh, is he really? That's cool. So I don't think we'll see Eagle tonight because she's back in Colorado dealing with some drama. Fatima is on religious leave for 10 days. Your brother is an utter... Alright, so let's see. Then there was Scott. $500 photos for that couple. Wow! And they only wanted 8? What the hell? I got my new eyeballs today. And my new sunglasses. So we're all kind of eyeballed. I can see again. Yay! Power's been back on. Came back on at 7:30 that night. What you're dicking about? They're clear frames. Let's see if I can copy this awesome thumbnail I just saw. Oh, I think Jim's back. Sounds like he just opened the mailbox. You need extreme glasses close-up? How extreme do you want? Glasses close-up. Oh, that was the other guy. Oh well, that's fine. Hold on. How close-up? They're Oakleys if you need to know the brand. I went with plastic frames this time. Diane! You're checking out my new glasses, Diane. Checking out my new glasses. Thanks, Scott. They're Oakleys. They were on sale. They were 50% off of the lenses. 20%, no, wait. 50% off the lenses, 20% off the frames for on your first pair. And then the second pair was 60% off of everything. For the whole pair. So for 2 pairs of glasses, I paid $6.50 for 2 pairs of glasses. And Jim just had his lenses changed out. He kept the same frames. They're progressive bifocals. Progressive. Fatima! I thought you were totally YouTubeless for 10 days. I'm sorry, I messed up. I lied. I lied. Well, look at you with my bougie glasses, right? My bougie glasses. Oh, 7:30, okay. Does that mean you'll get to enjoy some of the campfire tomorrow night? I like my bougie glasses. Bifocal next year? I've had bifocals since I was in my 40s. You're doing better than I am, Diane. You need something to listen to while you eat. Okay. Because we know Fatima doesn't like missing the campfire, so she'll have to figure that part out. He said that for 15 years now, and I still don't wear any glasses. Wow. I was debating his options with the opticians. I think I'm probably going to go with a seeing eye dog. They're expensive, Rob. Just saying. You might want be better off going with the glasses. can't train glasses to attack people. Yeah, you could just get a Mr. Pinchy. Mr. Pinchy. So how was everybody's day? I think we're gonna go with the birch tree this time. I don't like this part. Yeah, we're going with birch. Birch tree. We're going with a birch tree. Birch. I'm just gonna get rid of this like this. Mr. Pinchy is Scott's, his therapy scorpion. You don't remember Mr. Pinchy? Yeah, emotional support scorpion. Rob slept 6 hours and no one disturbed you. Oh, that's amazing. That's important. I thought Fatima knew who Mr. Pinchy was. Could have sworn she knew who he was. I don't like this brush. I'm just fucking around anyway. Let's be serious now. Ew, Fatima, no. No tarantulas. So I think I might have already told you guys. I was watching the live stream that we did from the campground in Indiana, Gord's live stream, and Jim and I finished watching it the other night. We were in tears. We were laughing so hard. Oh my God. That was a great live stream. He was so embarrassed. He didn't know what to do with himself. He was so done. And then Fatima disappeared for like 20 freaking minutes. It's like, where did she go? She just like rolled away. She didn't even tell anybody where she was going. And then she came back. He was like, oh, hey, thanks for joining us. He was all Canadian and stuff. Trailer traveling, Linda. Gord. Yeah. Yeah, I miss Gord too. Gord's got his camper up for sale. No, Fatima, apparently not that I know of. Since Walmart took all of his overtime away a few months back, he's that's how he was paying for it. Was all that overtime money he was making at Walmart, and they took it all away, and he's back down to 8 hours a day, and he has no way to pay for the camper. I guess his wife has been helping him out. That's why they've been doing so many photography shoots and stuff. And just can't afford it anymore. Bobby! So, I don't know what he's gonna do. It is sad. I mean, that's what happens when your job screws you over, right? But, you know, I personally probably would not have relied on the overtime to pay for the camper because you never know when it's going to come and when it's going to go. But they had him on 12-hour days for so long, you know. He doesn't have that many days left before he can leave there, but he's going to still have to get another job, so I think he'll be a lot happier and more relaxed when he's out of there. We'll see. Maybe he's had it, I don't know, last time that we were texting a couple weeks ago, he was saying that, so, I don't know, I feel bad for him. He's had it up for sale for about a month and a half now. He was fun to go camping with, you know. I mean, we totally just like took over his entire live stream, but that entire trip was fun. He got out of his truck and helped and ran back to the toll booth and helped Fatima pay for her toll. With all these cars, like he's darting in and out of all these cars, ran back to the toll booth, helped Fatima pay for her toll. We're like, what is he doing? What is he doing? Of course, you can get yourself killed. What are you doing? She couldn't reach the, what you call it. So he had to go back and help her out. I wish I got that on video. He was playing Frogger in all that traffic. Bloody Canadians. Right? Dang Canadians. Being Canadian. But yeah, we were cracking out Jim and his damn beaver nuggets and good times, good times. Squealing. Rob was firing everybody in the chat. I mean, the good thing about it, rewatching that, is that the chat is right there with it, so you could follow the whole thing. Luckily, they kept the chat up. So. Bobby, what you doing? How was your day, Bobby? Are you drinking coffee, Bobby? Asking for Rob, he needs a poem. Rob needs a poem. Waiting on coffee. See, I knew that. At least it's not ice cream this time. You ate all the ice cream. She ate all the ice cream. She ate all of the ice cream. You weren't supposed to do that. All right, we need a poem, Bobby. Get working on that poem. Phantom's eating cottage cheese for dessert. Black pepper on cottage cheese. I don't know. Sounds like if my father ate cottage cheese, that sounds like something he would do. But he didn't eat cottage cheese, so he wouldn't have done that. But Bruce texted me yesterday, Mr. Anderson himself, and they gave Maggie to a new home. So he doesn't have Maggie anymore. Fried okra. Blah. So he doesn't have the pups anymore. And what else did he say? He's telling me about his upcoming knee surgery on the 3rd of July. And that's about it. Ice cold or hot from the pot, I'm gonna have to start using ChatGPT. No cheating. You've been doing well so far. Yeah, I know, right, Fatima? That's what I told him. He's like, oh, I'm nervous about this surgery. I'm like, Bruce, you pretty much had your body rebuilt from the ground up. Knee surgery should not bother you. I'm just saying. He's like, nah, I'm just kidding. I'm like, yeah. You're like all metal now to begin with. Like, you're not even having metal put in this time anyway. It's a torn meniscus, for crying out loud. You'll be just fine. And how'd I do that? That is not straight. Here we go with the roof lines again. Roof line, roof lines. Struggle with roof lines constantly. There we go. So, yep. That's his story. So since he wouldn't be able to really deal with the dog while he was healing from his knee surgery, they just decided to give it to a family that's got a farm and she can run around and all that stuff. So Rob is bored of work. What else is new? You're always bored of work. So you missed my entire run, like news flash from Bruce. You missed the entire thing. What the hell? You're fired. Oh my god. No, they actually gave the dog away. Because he's got this upcoming knee surgery and he won't be able to keep after the dog. So they gave it to a family that has a farm and so they gave her away. The only thing that Rob likes to visit is Army surgery. Yeah, I know, right? I think I need to explain something to you. It's exactly how he said it to me. The family has a farm, and she can go outside and run away and run around and blah 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 and stuff like that. That's exactly how he explained it to me. But it's waterproof. No, Bruce, it's not waterproof. You're soaked. It's really bright, but it's not waterproof. Just saying. I think we can all pretty much agree that that jacket was not waterproof. He's having knee surgery on July 3rd to repair a torn meniscus. He injured himself at work. About a month and a half ago, maybe a little bit longer. That's about it. That's all the major news. But like I said, they gave the dog away because he wouldn't be able to take care of her while he was laid up, healing from surgery. So. Alexis is Alexis as usual. Everybody else is okay. Now, let's see. Oh, this brush is stiff as a board. Jesus. He usually does. I mean, it's September, right? The end of September. He should be, like, well healed by then. So I would assume that he would stop up at the campground like he does all the time. I mean, it's like 15 minutes from his house, right? The other side of the mountain. How the heck did I do that? Hold on, I got paint all over my hand and I don't know how I did it. Have to wipe it off because it's sticky. There we go. That's better. Okay. Oh yeah, last year we didn't get the good spot because somebody was in it. This year, we got the good spot. Jim can sit on his little hill up there and be the king. Look down at the cars passing by. Oh, I made sure of that. I was like, Mike, we need that spot, Mike. Because now they don't have like true seasonals up there anymore. They went from like a seasonal setup like what we have to a month-by-month basis. So, I mean, the campground's got, what, 26 sites in it? It's not all that big. So they just went with the pay-as-you-go method, I guess you want to call it. Pay-as-you-go. But I got my site. Everything in winter would kill you. Have a good night, Fatima. The proudly stated that everything in the winter would kill you. Now, we're actually bypassing Pennsylvania this year. We're going right from Jersey to Virginia. And then to Indiana, where we're going to meet up with Mrs. Diane herself. Don't be jealous, Rob. I know you want to meet Diane, but we're going to meet her first. Nah. We're going to see Diane. We're going to see Diane. I can fly in and see Diane whenever I want. It's SK. What you doing, lady? Hopefully Diane's excited to meet us. Maybe we take a selfie. Maybe we post it online. You just finished dinner. What'd you have for dinner? It is a lot of maybes, right? It is a lot of maybes. Lots of storms rolled through the last 4 hours. Heavy downpours, flood warnings. Jeez, you're a mess. We had overcast skies. It was 75 today and breezy. Better than the 102 we've had for the last 3 days. Chinese chicken stir fry and fried rice. Chinese chicken stir fried chicken stir fried chicken. That's a lot of chicken. Diane, I have a question. Louisville got pounded. Somehow the river kept it away from me. Oh, well, that's good. That's important. Storms in the neighborhood. Do not spook. Do not spook the storms. Yes, Rob. Yes. Hello, he says. I don't even think Diane can hear me. Diane, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, Diane, hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Bobby had yellow curry? Yellow curry? As opposed to blue curry? Rob needs to know. I said, Diane. I said. Hopefully. Hopefully you're excited to meet us when we get to the state park. Japanese wisdom says if you cannot sleep at night, it's because you're awake. Tie as opposed to green or red. I said blue. I like blue's my color. I'm a blue kind of girl. I'm blue, da ba dee da ba die, da ba dee da ba die. I'm sorry. She's like, of course I am. Oh, it wasn't that bad, Rob. Diane's like, I'm hang out with Hot Stuff and Sonia. Hot Stuff and Sonia. Hot Stuff and Sonia. Smaller than they see. What does that mean? Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. Get it right. My God. SK, what else are you doing? I bet she's doing all the SK things. I can guarantee she's doing all things SK. YouTubers on your phone and several feet smaller than they appear. And blue da ba dee da ba da da ba dee da ba da 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 la 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 la. Shh. I'm blue da ba dee da ba da ba dee da ba da. Now listen up, here's the story. He's like, I'm calling your mom. 92 is the high today, now 81, but feels like 91. Oh, I have a great joke for you guys. You ready? The meteorologist that devised the heat index died the other day. He was 98, but felt like 105. That right there is funny. Where do winemakers get their gossip from? They hear it through the grapevine. Ha! Sorry. Winemakers hear their gossip through the grapevine. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, they're dad jokes. Why did the hamburger go to the gym? He wanted better buns. I killed him. I'm here all week. Just throw money. Don't throw tomatoes, just throw money. Why is he calling me fat, Bobby? I think he's calling me fat. That's what I'm thinking. I'm only 5'4". Oh, you said 12. Okay. All right, I'll let you go with that. No, I'm 5'4". Oh, you're 5'2"? My mom is 5 foot, so imagine how she feels. Oh my god, I have to tell you the story about my mother today. So she's got a really bad habit of like bombarding me with stuff when I right when I walk through the door from work, right? So it's not like, let me put my bag down, do this, do that. No. It's like, so I want to show you. I'm like, hi, Ma, how you doing, So I walk in today. She only hit me with one thing today, so I was like, okay, this is good. So we're getting. She actually made dinner because Jim thought that he wasn't going to be at the house in time to make dinner. So, we have this automatic ice maker built into the refrigerator. And it drops those like half moon sized ice cubes. So, we're all getting ready to sit down for dinner. And I'm getting all the stuff out, the cheese and stuff out of the fridge for the tacos and everything. And she says, wait, don't sit down yet. So Jim and I look at each other like, what did we do now, She says, I need to show you guys something. I said, okay. Diane's ex was 6'2" and used her head as an armrest. Still, his parts are closer to my fist. So, she opens, we have a fridge with the side-by-side on the top, and the freezer is a pull-out underneath. So, she opens the freezer, and she proceeds to show us the ice cube tray. So, I look at her like, okay, that's an ice cube tray. The little man in there is, like he's making the ice. He's good to go. What's the problem? And she says, you see this? And she sticks her hand in the ice cube tray. And she starts like mixing the ice around. I really wanted to laugh really hard, but I let her have her 5 minutes here. So I said, yeah, it's ice. It's in there. It's where it's supposed to be, whatever. She says, she goes, I took that ice cube tray out of the freezer today, and I lifted it up out of it sits in like another tray on the bottom. And she says, I took it out, and there was all kinds of water in there underneath the ice cube tray, and it was stuck. And I couldn't get the ice cube tray out. So, she says, after wrestling with it for a few minutes, I finally got it out. And she says, there was a big chunk of ice stuck to the bottom of this tray, where the ice cubes drop into. She says, I don't know where all of this water is coming from. She says, because when the fridge makes the ice cubes, it just drops it into this tray. There's no water. It just drops the cubes out of the ice cube maker into the tray. She says, she goes, I had to take it over to the sink and turn it upside down and run hot water over it until the ice fell out of the tray, and it made this sound. Well, I just lost it right there. Jim goes, what kind of sound did it make? She said, it went koosh. I was done. It took me like 10 minutes to start eating my food because of this entertaining story that she was telling with sound effects. So, after I'm done laughing, she's and almost spitting out my iced tea in the process. I don't know where this extra water's coming from. There shouldn't be any water coming out. It's all ice cubes. Where is this water coming from? She says, and then I opened, because inside the freezer there's two like pull-out drawers. She says, I opened the bottom pull-out drawer, and there were some ice cubes down in there too. And I said, well, I can explain that part. I said, because sometimes when I fill up my water bottle with ice and water in the morning, some of the cubes fall out of my hand and they slip down into the bottom part of the other drawer. That I can explain. Why the water is settling underneath the ice cube tray, I cannot explain that. She says, I don't know. This is just bothering me all day. I'm like, I don't have an answer for you, Ma. I'm sorry. This is... Yeah, story time. So, yeah, that's just... I guess she was looking for an explanation as to where this water was coming from, and I couldn't give her an answer. Neither one of us could give her an answer. Meanwhile, she's asking Jim questions. Both of us have a really bad habit of asking him a question when his mouth is full of, food. So he's just sitting there chomping away. He can't answer because he's got a mouthful of food. It was a very interesting evening, yes. Jim wasn't taking any responsibility for it, and he didn't have any answers. So, but that was my mom. That was her today. She wanted an answer for why there was water sitting underneath the ice cube tray. And I couldn't give her an answer. So, felt kind of bad about it because I really couldn't help her out. But that's my mom. And apparently the cat was good today because she wasn't my cat. I didn't get a story about my cat. That's what I think, don't you? SK's tired. Tired of what? What are you tired of? Do you have a story for us, SK? When will your mom be on a live next? I feel like we could have a good chat with her. I don't know. I mean, you've met her in person, Rob. Maybe you could help her out with this water under the ice cube tray thing if you see her again this year. I have no idea. But, yeah. Sometimes I don't know is the only answer. She's a mom, she'll understand. And I guess it'll have to do, Bobby, but I really felt like she was looking for a legit answer. I don't know. She was really, I wouldn't say upset, but concerned or worried, like the fridge was leaking from the water line or something. I don't know. Sorry about that. That could be it, but why would it drain into the underneath the ice cube tray? I would think it would drain, out somewhere. Where is... There it is. Will likely be overflow from the ice tray. As it freezes, it occupies more space as the water on top of the ice cubes will be pushed above the edge of the tray and drip under. I mean, I do have to admit that when this refrigerator makes ice, it does dump a lot of ice into that tray. So, I thought it was due from like the 3 days of 103 degree heat that we had, but it wasn't hot in the house because we had the air on. So, that wasn't the answer. It's not like the freezer had to keep up or anything, or was trying to keep up. That's where the drain is, or if there's frost on the edges, it will accumulate there. I guess so. I guess that has to be the answer. This another one of mysteries that I can't explain. Or possibly the freezer didn't shake its V8 juice right. It's Base Sharp. Linda had trouble with the supply lines to the ice maker Northridge. You disconnected it. My mother, I mean, it's the first refrigerator that we had that actually made ice, and she's like, she loves the fridge. Although I think we need a new stove. I'll tell you that story in a minute. I'm trying to convince her to buy a new stove. I bet it's the little man that lives in the fridge. She's hot, and took an extra cold bath while the light was off. No hammer to my fridge. So our stove has the front two burners, right? One of the two burners in the front, and the only one, is what they call a high flame burner. I want to say that's what it's called. Like, you could get a higher flame out of it. It like boils things quicker, and it's a gas stove. The other three are just regular burners, and this one is like, there's a name for it, high something burner, whatever. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, those of you with gas stoves. Well, this burner is not lighting by itself anymore. Like, you turn the knob and it goes tick, 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 poof, and then it lights. No, it's not BTU. It's, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I'm sure I'm getting it wrong, but so this burner does not light anymore when you turn the knob. You actually have to take a match and light the burner. Oh, you have electric, okay. So the other ones light fine, but this one just will not light anymore. So I don't know. Like, and we keep that stove clean like all the time. So I don't know if there's just something getting in there in the gas lines under the top of the stove that we have to try and clean it out, or what the deal is, but it's really getting annoying. And we actually have to take like a day and lift up the lid of the stove and see if we can get in there and clean it out or whatever. If not, I'm trying to convince my mother to buy a new stove. So we'll see what happens. I said knob. Yeah, it's a high. It's for like if you want to boil water really quick, instead of sitting there waiting for a regular burner to boil the water. It's got high flame, and the grate that sits on top of the burner is like this high as opposed to this high. So it's, I don't know. I bet she gets one before I do. I don't know. I mean, look, a convection burner, maybe. I don't know. If it's clicking and not igniting, the igniter probably needs replacing. Should cost $10 and some gym squares to do. That could be it. That's a good thought. I'll let him know about that. Yeah, when it first started to go, it was like intermittent. First it would light, then it wouldn't light, then it would light, then it wouldn't light, and now it just won't light. Gas line to a burner gets misaligned in relation to the clicker. Yeah, you can light it with a match or a lighter or whatever. That's fine. You just can't light it itself. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All the other burners light fine. That one lights fine as long as you use a match or a lighter, or barbecue match or whatever. I've replaced the pizza. Chances are it's worn out with the clickings. Too many clickings. Far too much clickage. Over-click the clicker. But you know what, Rob? It just goes with the clicky tongs. Or the ticky clongs. One or the other. It's all the clicking. This time, instead of, doing the clicky tongs to make the campfire work, it broke my stove. So the clicking was not a good thing this time. Gas isn't leaking. No gas leaks. No gas leaks. Alright, let's pull some tapes. I mean, I just spent $1,800 the other day having the construction guys come to the house and replace the door sill underneath the storm door, because that was rotten away. And then he went downstairs in the basement, replaced a piece of ceiling that was missing. So that was $1,800. But they did a really good job. We got them coming back in the fall to repair a slab of sidewalk in front of the house that's breaking apart and uneven and stuff. I can show you pictures! I got me some pictures! I think I kept them. I may not have kept them. I have to look on my phone. Because, guess who's in charge of the house now? I mean, it's still my mom's house, but. Okay. So now I have to say, well, this needs to be fixed, and that needs to be fixed. Because my father, God rest his soul, doesn't like change, so nothing got fixed unless it absolutely needed to be fixed. So, let's see. Let's see if I got some pictures. Linda's great grandson is so cute. Look. Linda sent me pictures of the myth. The myth. Look at that myth. It does suck to be in charge of the house, right, Linda? I didn't sign up for this yet. I mean, I knew it was coming eventually, but I didn't sign up for this soon. That little baby there, he's a cutie. Alright, let's see. What's a chef's kiss there, Mr. Bay Sharp? Sharpy, sharp, sharp. Sharpness! He's so sharp. Okay, here we go. Ready? So... Mom sold the house after Dad passed. Saved us lots of hassles. Yeah, I mean, luckily my mom is not anywhere as stubborn as my father was. My father didn't like change. The house we live in, he grew up in that house. And then he moved back when his grandfather was sick, and he bought it back from the estate. And here we've been 41 years later. So this is what the front sill looked like. See all that rot underneath there? So we had that replaced, and now it looks like that. And then he went in the cellar, and we had a piece of ceiling sheetrock missing from above the washing machine that when they had new copper lines put in for the water lines through the cellar, the plumber, he doesn't do construction, so he was supposed to have his brother-in-law come back and do the ceiling, and he never did. So this is what our ceiling looked like above the washing machine. And my mother thinks that there were squirrels coming in through the rotted door sill, because the basement is right below the front door there. They coming in under the door sill and dropping their acorns through that hole, because we would find acorns and shells in the slop sink for the washing machine. So there's another shot of it. So what he did with that is he patched it. So now it looks like that, like it should. And then he found another spot that needed to be patched right in front of it. So we did that patch. Didn't charge extra for the second patch, which I was very happy about. So yeah, then he's gonna come back and he's gonna replace this slab of sidewalk. I can't hold it the other way, otherwise it'll flip, but you get the idea. You come out the front door and right there, it's breaking up like right in this area over here. And it's unleveled, so he's going to come back and replace that slab of sidewalk right outside the front door in the fall. It's like I think he's going to charge us like $500 to replace that. So it's not bad. But he did a really great job, and it was like the whole thing came out really good. Send him out here. And this is me and my boss today because I QC'd my 20,000th device at work today. So that was me and my boss. He's got a Star Trek Enterprise shirt. He's a big Trekkie, so he's got the Enterprise all over his shirt. That's my nut of a boss. He's crazy. He's a crazy guy. So, yeah. And that's all the things that we've had done lately. I don't even own the damn house. But this is all stuff that my father used to take care of. And now it's on my watch to do so. So there's my painting. I hope you like my painting. Driveway, bathroom, ceiling lights, painting, weeding, landscaping. Bay Sharp's like, I like show and tell. I had a story earlier about my mom, Bay Sharp, but I don't know if you heard it or not. So, what else? Is that all I got? Oh! So, mwah, he says. Thank you. Did you see my new glasses, Bay Sharp? What do you think of my new glasses? You like them? Well, this son is a carpenter, and he fixes stuff. But he doesn't want to do it when you want. But the price is right. Leaves a mess. Schmancy pantsy. They're bougie glass. They're Oakleys. And I got new Oakley sunglasses. Thank you. They're clear. How cool is that? Now I can be able to see things when I go to work. Instead of like, when is that? Fancy. They're Oakleys. I think they say Oakley on the side. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, there's the O. The infamous O. They're really light. Like, I feel like they're like made. Like some of these athletes use Oakley frames for their stuff. So we got new Wi-Fi for the camper, so we don't have to rely on my hotspot on the phone anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to, it's not Starlink, it's Peplink. Yep, say what? Yes, sirree, Bob. Peplink. We got us a router. We got us an antenna. We got us a SIM card. Yep, Peplink. Yep. We got us some interwebs. This stuff just came today. It'll be installed on Saturday, so you'll have to endure one more campfire with my hotspot on my phone. But we will do an install video. We will do an unboxing video. And we'll put it up for all y'all to see how we install Wi-Fi in the camper. I am excited. Do you know how many weeks? Well, since we opened, right? April 1st. So, May, June, going on 3 months without Wi-Fi. And then it took me another 2-3 weeks to decide whether we were going with Starlink. And then when we heard about this Peplink, we were like, oh. So, yes, sir. Excited. So we can have some real interwebs and not some half-ass interwebs. And the interwebs, because it comes with a SIM card, right? That you got to put in the router. Just like the cameras that we have at the campsite, they run on 3 carriers. So if we're somewhere where one carrier isn't working well, it'll automatically switch over to one of the other 2 carriers. Yes. So it'll be Verizon, T-Mobile, and I think the last one is US Cellular. Are there 3 carriers? And the antenna is like, we're mounting it to the inside front window of the camper. So I think the antenna is like maybe 6 inches wide. The router is the biggest piece of the whole thing. And that's not even that big. Bobby's learning vicariously. You'll have to watch the video, Bobby. I mean, I didn't put it together yet, but... What's up there, Jessica? So I'm psyched about installing it. After doing so much damn research. But yep. Oh, so you were lurking. Is that what you were doing? You were being a lurker, Miss Jessica? So you were watching me be a complete butthead on my live stream, like I normally am. All right, Linda, have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Yes, I was being a butthead. As usual. Well, thank you very much. I did a good job at being a butthead or at painting. Make sure you... And don't say both. Oh, good job at painting. Okay. I mean, you could say I was doing a good job being a butthead, too, because... So you heard, like, all my stories about my mom, and, you know... Bye, SK! See you tomorrow. Oh, okay, so you weren't here the whole time. Alright. Making sure you weren't, like, really lurking. Where'd Rob go? Rob! Bobby, what'd you do with Rob? Rob, where are you? I can't see all the way to the UK through this camera. Where did you go? Well, I hope you've been painting a lot. I feel like my cabin is too tall, though. I think I should have made it, like, half the height, but that's okay. Right? The clicky tongs got Rob. That's what I'm thinking. You know, Bobby... How y'all doing? Oh, okay. Bobby. Do you know what you signed up for, Bobby, when you came over here from Robert's chat? Are you aware of what you signed up for? Or did you come over to my channel just being nosy, saying, I gotta check out this RV DJ chick? Like... And this is what you get. You're learning vicariously, Jesus. Learning what? That's the question. What are you learning? No, he hasn't gone live in quite a long time. He was in here a few weeks ago, not too long ago. You're learning that what you got yourself into. Let me tell you something, Bobby. We're just a fun group of people! Yeah, he hasn't painted on YouTube in quite a while. He posts more stuff on Facebook than anything else. She's like, I love it. Let me tell you, girlfriend. Just saying. She's like, I love it. He is Grayscale Painting. One of the other paint channels that we follow. Along with Vermont Paint and Photo, that's Bruce. My buddy Bruce that we see every year when we go to Vermont. Anthony, I call him. I call him Anthony. He used to go live all the time. He did a live stream one day. I was at work. He started, coincidentally, the same exact time that I punched in at work at 7 o'clock in the morning. And he did an 8-hour live stream. I was punching out of work, and he was just getting done painting. 8 hours this man did a live stream. It was quite funny. We had a lot of fun in that live stream. Oh yeah, that was like... He couldn't paint because I was making him laugh so damn hard. I guess that's what took him so long. But yeah, it's Anthony from Grayscale Painting. Where'd Diane go? Diane! Oh, Diane. Oh, Diane. Oh, O'Reilly. Auto Parts out. That's what you gotta do. Just Jessica, can I give you a little piece of advice on something? When you paint something like a beach scene, you know, like with a beach chair or something with a tree or something like that, don't forget to put in your shadows on the ground. Like, I'll show you. So, because my light is up here, right? So, it's bright on this side of the tree. So, the grass is going to be lighter because the sun is shining on it. Okay? And then where there's a shadow, your color is going to be darker. You understand what I'm saying? And then that way it looks, you know, you have the variation and the depth in there. And then over here where there's a space, it's lighter again. So otherwise it'll just look flat and one dimension. You want to make it as three-dimensional as possible. So it looks realistic. So just a little piece of advice. Like if you have a tree in a field or something, make sure that when you put the shadow on the ground, whichever direction your light is coming from, okay? Like if I had more room over here, I would have a shadow going this way on the ground of the tree. You know? Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. And then if you do a building, you don't want your building to float, quote unquote. You don't want it to float, right? So, I've been seeing them on Facebook. Yeah. When you post them on Facebook. So when you put a building in, instead of it sitting on top of the grass, you want to make it look more grounded. So you put grass up in front of it. And then that way it looks like, the grass is growing up around the building and the building isn't floating on top of the grass. And there you go. That's my free piece of advice for today. If you want any more, it'll cost you $20. And then the same thing like when you do trees. Put the light wherever your light is. Put the light up here. And then darker as you come away from the light. Found this channel and said we'll catch up as I can. Adding depth and scale 101. That's right. See? This is all stuff. I've only been painting for 4 years now. But Bruce was my mentor. So he's the one that helped me out, him and Anthony both, but mostly Bruce. Are you gonna paint live on Saturday? So what else can I tell her? I think that's it. Yeah, just be aware of where your light is coming from. Same thing with your clouds, right? If you do clouds in the sky, don't make them all white because that makes them look flat, right? So if you add some gray or, a gray color on the bottom of the cloud, it gives it more depth. Or do the top part of the cloud white and then a gradual down to a gray. Look, my hand's all in your face. My hand's all in your face like this. You understand what I'm saying like this? Ow, that hurt my wrist. So, yeah, I'm in my bird. I got my bird. So, yeah, just little pointers that'll... And then when you start doing that, you'll notice that your paintings will have more depth to them. So, because the last thing you want is a flat painting, because everything looks one-dimensional. You're trying to go for the 3D, not the 1D. And there you have it. Bobby, can you hear me, Bobby? Can you hear me? You hear what I'm saying to you? I'm a goofball. Alright, let me let you guys go. I'll see y'all tomorrow night at the campfire chat from the campground. Thanks, Bobby. Don't worry. You'll be okay, Bobby. I try to be awesome. I'm not the best painter in the world. Diane! Diane Phoenix. Diane? Psst. Oh, Diane. Hi, Diane. How you doing? I can't see you either. I can't see anything through anybody through this thing. Seeing's Tamada. Diane. What did you do with Rob, Diane? Night, Jessica. What you looking at? I can't. No, I cannot see you. There's nothing in there but nothing. A whole lot of nothing in there. Alright guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and if you do, blame it on Jessica. Bye! Hee hee hee!